Man, this knife is dull. Hey folks, welcome back to the Rock and See Homestead. My name's Lance. I want to welcome you to our channel, and today we're doing a little something different than our normal video here. We're going to do an unboxing of a Work Sharp knife and tool sharpening system, and this is something I'm very excited about, so hold on and let's get rolling. Okay, so the Work Sharp knife and tool sharpening system. This is actually the Ken Onion edition. I don't know what the difference between the non-Ken Onion edition is, but when you open it up, super simple inside, just a few things. You got the instruction manual, which I do actually read these, so I'll have to definitely read these for the different types of bands you're going to use for the different belts. One of the things they have here is pretty cool, little stickers, and it says one for your truck. I don't have a truck, but one for your toolbox, and then one for wherever you sharpen. So it looks like a little knife there. Pretty cool. So that, and of course some other advertisement stuffs for them. And the little insert that kept everything together actually gives you a little quick start on how to use it. So I think that's pretty cool. It's an ingenious way to use cardboard in there. So that is going to be awesome. I'm gonna need that. Comes with some belts, different grades, different course settings, and all that will help me hone some blades there. And then it's just one device, and it's power driven. And I am super excited to get this thing rolling. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am not the best at sharpening knives. I've tried it. It feels like a million different types of knife sharpeners. So I have this big one, and it does a good job. I'm just not very good at sharpening it, you know? So, you have to keep doing this thing. Just not for me. It just doesn't do very well. I have one of these little things where you kind of sit it in there and do that kind of deal, and it does okay. It doesn't sharpen them very well. And then we have this one very similar to that one. It just suction cups to the edge of your counter, and you run your blade through there, and it's okay, but it doesn't keep it sharpened. The one I probably use the most is this one, very similar to all the rest of them. You just run your blades through here and it sharpens it. But there are certain things that we do here on the homestead outside of using, pocket knives and regular kitchen knives and those kind of things that need different sharpening items than those. Like for instance, when we try to sharpen like scissors, these are our trimmers that we use for our goats' hooves. And unfortunately, you just can't really use one of these to really sharpen it all the way down. Can't use one of those. You can't even use one of these. And even this big boy, now if I had a smaller one, I could probably use it, but it's too big, you can't get it in there. So I kind of researched, and one thing great about this tool that I like is not only does it do knives, but it'll do scissors. It'll help out with our little clippies that we use for our garden, be able to sharpen these things up. Even the big ones we use for our garden. And then this will even, if you want to, you can even sharpen your mower blades. So I think it's gonna be an overall great little product that we use here on the homestead. Super excited to use it. All right, so I had a chance to look at the quick startup guide. I looked at the manual a little bit, and even though this looks very simple, and pretty much is, but there's a lot of detailed stuff, and I think that's going to help me sharpening my knives, scissors, whatever kind of blade that needs to be sharpened. This is going to do it for me. So just kind of looking at the device. So on this side right here, you'll see that there's numbers from 15 all the way up to 30, and that's an angle, or the degree of the angle. So this angle right here. So depending on your knife, that blade has a certain angle to it. So depending on the blade and what you want to use for it, they recommend a certain angle. So as I turn that knob, you can see that the guides, these little things right here, keep going in. So that's at a 15-degree angle. So when you're in there with your knife, it's sharpening that bevel or that edge to the right degree, so you have the right kind of edge on your blade, and you can go all the way up to 30. So I think that's pretty cool. Now this piece over here, this back end will come off, and you can actually rotate this. So if you're trying to sharpen something big, this will come off. I have to get a screwdriver, but then you'll have this whole section right there of that band or that belt to be able to sharpen, like, you know, lawnmower blades, or even like a big machete or some kind of bigger knife, and that would be able to go in there. All right, so I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to see how this thing sharpens. So I looked on the quick set guide. So for a pocket knife, it kind of goes through here if it's sharp, if it's a serrated, hunting, or pocket knife, then it kind of gives you, you know, how is it? So how will you use it? You know, hunting knife, everyday carry, you know, bragging rights. So this is an everyday carry for me. And then it goes down. How worked is it? Well, mine's not blunted, but it's dull. So we go down here, and it says that I need to do this at a 25-degree angle, which I have it set for 25. And then it tells me on a low or medium speed, I need to use the coarse for so many strokes, I think 6 to 8. And then I switch it over to the medium grit and use it for 8 to 10 or 6 to 10. And I should be good to go. So let's see how this thing works. And the instruction manual actually gives you a little bit more detail than that, but that's really all that you need. All right, so we got it set for 25. Now we need to set it for low to medium. So this is the dial. This is all the way on low. So I'm just going to back it up a couple. And then that right there will actually prevent you from being able to open this thing wide open. So by the kind of, depending on where this knob is, will depend on how far you can push that in. And there is a locking mechanism here if you need that. But I think I got it set to the right speed, the right angle, and let's see how this thing works. So just a little test. It's definitely sharper than it was, but not ultra sharp. But you can definitely tell where it's made where the edge definitely a little more sparkly, a little more shiny. So it's definitely working it. So let me switch over the different belt here. So all you do is spin it this way, take it out. And then got the meat. I'm actually going to put this. There we go. Okay. So that is ready to go there. We're going to turn this back on. See how we're doing. All right, so we got the knife sharpened. I don't know if you can see that edge, but it's pretty sharp. So just to let you know how sharp it really is here, I can actually shave my arm with it. So that was way better than what it was. Still probably needs a little bit of work, but I did end up doing like the coarse. I went to the medium, then I did switch over to the fine and ran it through here about 10 times. And it came out pretty sharp. So again, I think this is one of those things I'm gonna have to work on, kind of learn exactly how to sharpen knives versus the scissors and those kind of things. But hey, I think it's a great tool. I'm excited to use it. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this unboxing of the Work Sharp Knife and Tool Sharpener. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We do a lot of things with homesteading, we have gardening, we have animals, goats, chickens, do all kinds of certain things. We have a Kubota tractor sometimes we'll do a video on. So hey, join the family, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notified every time a video gets put out. And again, from our homestead to yours, have a blessed day, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye.